Want to earn passive income without lifting a finger? Is it possible to set up evergreen or automated email sales sequences that can make money for you 24/7? The answer is yes, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, and I'm going to show you how. Hi, I'm Jonathan Milligan. I'm author of the latest book, Monetize Your List. This is book 6 in the series, and it's my complete breakdown of how I do email marketing with story-based emails and then putting people into a sales sequence. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the heart of it, which is how you earn sales in a right way without burning out your list. And also, if you want a digital copy, a free digital copy, you can put on your Kindle and read the entire book, you can click on the link in the description below and get a free copy as a thank you for being a part of our YouTube channel. So let's jump into it. And I want to talk about this diamond customer journey map. So it's first critical that you understand the customer journey. Now, I'm going to do a complete video on the channel where I go more in depth on this, but for the sake of this video, we are going to just do a quick rundown. So I like to use a baseball analogy for the customer journey. You can't just go from someone becoming a lead to getting sales from 100% of your list. It's not going to work that way. You got to go on a journey with them. You got to build up the know, like, and trust to where they are convinced you've got the solution that they need. So get to first base is all about leads. We want to build our list, right? So there's a strategy for that. Then once they're on our list, what I like to do is send story-based emails. And I'm going to show you some examples in a second. The story-based email has what I call a click magnet. So I use the word click because they're already on my list, right? You've probably heard of a lead magnet to get someone on your list by giving them a cheat sheet, checklist, workbook, PDF, or free video training, whatever it is. But once they're on your list, you should continue to add value. And so I'll show an example of a click magnet in just a second. Then whoever clicks gets added to a sales sequence. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this video is how do you have an automated sales sequence that runs, let's say, anywhere between 3 and 7 days that does all the selling for you. And it's automated. So you send a daily story email and say, hey, would you like to have this free resource? And when they click, they get added to the sequence that gives them the click magnet and then does some selling. So let's look at this more in depth because I cover this down in chapter 12 in the book. Again, you can get a free digital copy of the book down below, or if you want a printed version, you can go at Amazon or most bookstores and you could get a physical copy of the book. But I want to break this down for you and then show some actual examples. So here we have the third base. Let's look at the steps here. And I'm going to break down some examples for you here. So step 1 is to send a story-based email with click magnets. And when I do this, I'm simultaneously adding a tag. So anyone who clicks on the link in the story-based email will get a tag added to them. And that tag's going to do 2 things. 1, it's going to send them and put them on that automated evergreen email sales sequence. It's always working for me. And 2, the tag is going to trigger a software I use called Deadline Funnel that puts a real deadline on the offer. So that way you're also benefiting from real deadlines on Evergreen. And by the way, I did a whole video on this on my channel. I'll put the link in the description below. I also did a complete video on story-based emails and the 6 parts of that email that you need to have. I'll put a description for that video in the description below as well, or a link to that video in the description below. All right, so let's see an actual example. So I'm gonna go over to my screen, and here's the story-based email. My secret playbook, get paid to teach on Zoom. I jumped off the coaching call completely discouraged. So one of the things I teach in that video is to start at the high point of drama in your story. Another coaching client felt stuck due to technology and complicated funnels. I had to do something. Their dreams of earning their first few dollars online felt distant and almost unachievable. It was heartbreaking to see their passions buried under the weight of the tech challenges. That's when I knew something had to change. Then I go through how I came across selling workshops on Zoom and selling for $25 and getting 100 people to buy into your workshop, and you make $2,500 to teach something on Zoom. So that's when I created the Lazy Workshop Launch Workbook. It streamlined the entire process, so I'm transitioning to that click magnet, right? For a limited time, I'm offering complimentary access to my secret PDF playbook, and they click here. When they click, a tag gets added, and then the Lazy Launch Workshop Playbook workbook gets sent to them from the first email in the sequence. So here's what that looks like. I just created it in Canva. It's just a simple couple pages here, but it's got some value in it. And so they'll get access to this. And that leads us over here. If we come back to the section, number 3, they move to the automated sales sequence. They're going to get automatically added into that. Now think for a second, why is this so magical? Why does this work? Here's why. If someone clicks on the link, that means they're already interested in that topic. And so you will have a higher conversion rate on what you sell in that sales sequence because they're already interested. So here's another example. I have a book writing checklist, how I write books. And sometimes I'll make that available to my list. And anybody who clicks to get the book writing checklist, only the people clicking on that are people who want to write a book. Not everybody on my email list wants to write a book, but if they click on that, that tells me they want to write a book. And so if they're in a sales sequence about buying my book writing course, I have higher conversions, less unsubscribes, less burnout to my list, because the main list is just getting story-based emails and free value in the form of playbooks, email courses, training videos. A click magnet can be anything. So hopefully that is an aha for you, because it's a great way to do your list. And by the way, I tell it all in this book. And if you're enjoying videos like this, will you let me know? Just hit the like button right now, or hit subscribe, and even hit the bell notification so that I'll know that, hey, you should create more videos like this. All right, let's finish the sequence. So we're going to move them to an automated sales sequence. And then step 4, we're going to incorporate Evergreen deadlines. So how do I actually do this? Well, let's hop back over here and let's look at an actual sequence. So I use Kajabi, and what I do is I set up these sequences. So this is for this particular sequence. Now, what it sells is just a simple mini course for $17. For a limited time, it's normally priced at, I believe, $47, but it gives them, for a period of a couple of days, an opportunity to purchase the entire training for just $17. And it also upgrades them into a membership if they want to join the membership. So the way that I set it up is, again, if you're following my baseball analogy, is this third base, because it's for a sales sequence and it has an offer. It's for Academy, and this is what I am selling. So if we come down here, we can see the first email is, here's your PDF. And so this is the click magnet. Congrats. Here's the thing that you requested. And then I transition to, hey, how would you like access to the complete training that goes along with this workbook? You can grab it here for a short period of time for just $17. And then the next day, we'll hop back over here to the sequence. I do a little bit of teaching. Again, make the offer. How to get paid to teach on Zoom. Get paid to test your idea. And then this is the last email. It's only a 3-day sequence. It basically is saying, hey, today's the last day. Now, many marketers will give you false scarcity, right? Because they don't take the next step I'm going to show you. They just say, hey, today's the last day. And then you happen to read the email 5 days later and you realize I can still buy the thing, right? That's not good for teaching your audience that your deadlines are real. Well, how do we do this if it's evergreen? Well, we use deadline funnel. because it is attached to that email address based on what day they went into an email sequence is when their timer starts. So when you do that, it allows you to be able to do things like this, where I can have a timer that's tied to their email address. So somebody might be on the last day with 12 hours left on a Tuesday, and another subscriber might be on the last day with 12 hours left on a Wednesday. And the way that all that works is to use Deadline Funnel. Again, there's an entire video tutorial I did on my results with this. So you simply set this up. This one is one for the Lazy Workshop Playbook. I set it as Evergreen. It lasts for 3 days. You can also, let me show you an example here of what the sales page looks like. So you just let them know which sales page it is, and it'll create a timer on that sales page. So this is the sales page for that offer. And you can see that countdown timer's there. You can also get an email timer that you are able to plug into your Evergreen emails as well. And so this is a simple strategy that I like to use, and this works. I have several of these set up. And if you'd like to know more about this kind of setup, will you let me know below in the comments? And also, if you want to learn how to do the story-based emails, there's just 6 things that you must have in that email to make it all work. I did a complete video and explaining it right here. You can go click on that and go learn how to send story-based emails to your list. We'll see you in that video.